throw the belt in the garbage. Vince doesn't trust freaking his own wife. You know, for that matter. Anyway, let's get to the streamer spotlight. I'm sure I could talk a lot of wrestling with this guy right here. KillaMcGilacuty is our guest on the streamer spotlight right now. He mods many channels. He's also a streamer. He mods. You got the Borderlands channel nod as well, man. What was your reaction when you got that sword?
Oh man, just happy about it, excited about it, excited for the opportunity for sure.
Yeah, because you also mod Damn It to Hell. You modded my channel. You modded many other channels. Did you think the Montreal Screwjob was a work?
No, I don't think the Montreal Screwjob was a work at all. But again, it's I believe it was said in chat that like people are too caught up whether or not it was a work or a shoot. I 100% feel like that it was a shoot. I don't think that. I definitely don't think Brett knew what was coming, but I do think that Shawn Michaels, Earl Hebner, and definitely.
Shawn knew. Shawn admitted already that he knew.
Yeah.
Shawn already admitted that he knew what was going on. Earl Hebner knew what was happening because he had his car. He had his twin brother parked outside of the arena with his bags ready to go. He says, "Have my shit ready to go because I'm out of here." Because I'm out of here as soon as this match is over. And then he disappeared from WWF television for a little while because he actually feared for his life. Regardless whether it was a work or whether it was a shoot, it is still the most interesting story in wrestling history. I mean, what is it? Almost 22 years later, we're still talking about the Montreal Screwjob. So I'm sure Vince is loving it. So we're not going to talk wrestling the whole time. I'm sure we could with KillaMcGilacuty. Killa, this is your first time on the spotlight. I feel like I've had you on before.
No, it's my first time, but I've been, around.
You've been around for a long time, man.
And yes, for spotlights and been not so much on the spotlight, but have been watching you do spotlights since I don't know about the very beginning, but for sure, like near the beginning.
You've been around, Killa. You've been around for a long time. So KillaMcGilacuty, my friend, who was super impressive going into the burger challenge at Beth's Burger Bar. Who brought it up? You're the one that brought it up. I was like all worried because you were like doing this diet and you're losing all this weight. Did you gain it? How much weight did you gain from Guardian Con?
I gained 4 pounds and lost it within 3 days.
That's not bad. See, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Lost it. How much weight have you lost now? Where are you at right now?
I've lost 66 pounds.
66 pounds. Yo, let's get some Screaming Cowboys hype. Whatever you got in the chat for 66 pounds and counting. Or you
counting? Yeah, counting.
Wow.
Absolutely counting. We're gonna get it down to my first goal is to get to 225, and then I'm gonna reevaluate as far as like, do I need to lose more weight? Do I need to like just stop here and start like switching over from fat burning to muscle building?
You should. Once you get there, keep eating the way you're eating. Obviously, keep eating the way you're eating. I mean, you can mix in a few carbs here or there. But definitely get in that muscle, that muscle building work. Because once you're losing a whole bunch of fat, and then once you start doing some weights, you're gonna sexy as hell at GCX.
Hopefully, I'll take it. I will take it.
KillaMcGilacuty, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight, 66 pounds. Very proud of you. You, infamous. So many people have lost so much weight. You're all inspiring me right now. And I'm trying my best to get as sexy as you guys. So, Killa, man, what got you into streaming? You know, what motivated you to flip that camera on and start doing the streaming thing?
I did it for the fame and the money.
I just did my $1 million man laugh.
The very first time I streamed, I really did think, I was like, you know what? These cats are getting on here and they're making money hand over fist, and I can be 10 times as entertaining as they can be. I could totally do this. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks.
It's not as easy. No, definitely going into it for the money. It's fine. It's a good mindset. It's a fine mindset to have. You know, I'm not one of those people that says, don't get into it for the money. No, man. I mean, yeah, you want to make a little bit of quiche here or there, especially if you're doing something for many, many hours a day. So, but yeah, it's a hard, cold slap reality.
Yeah, it really is. And that was in 2015. The first time I streamed was in like 2015, and I did like two streams back to back, and then like 3 days off, and then like another stream, and then a couple of days off, and then another stream, and then I was like, man, this sucks. No one's coming to my channel. So like I really like I stopped doing Twitch, or at least I stopped streaming for like a good year and change. And during that year and change, I started watching you. I started watching Damn It to Hell. I started watching Evil Aura. I started watching a little bit more like King Ithalian and Professor Broman, Angry Iceberg, and learned what it was that all of you had and all of you did to make your streams worth being there, worth spending time in. And I learned a lot from especially you, and damn it to hell, and Aura for that matter.
So you learned it all from me because they also learned from me. So see, I'm just kidding. No, those
Right.
guys. So yeah, so basically I taught Dammit and Aura, then you learned from those guys. So basically all me. You got it, no problem. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. You did
I'm
it.
just
You were
kidding, man. Those
a
guys,
true inspiration.
those guys do their own thing. I was just the dude that kind of just pushed them a little bit. KillaMcGilacuty here on the Sure Spotlight, a great friend as well. So what do you want to do with streaming now?
Honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to have some fun and hang out with buds, play some video games with friends. There is no, there's no need or reason for me to make this. Like, if it happens, like if it becomes a, um, something that I'm gonna do for more than just fun, more than just a hobby. Oh, so true. I I am okay with that. Like I'll take it. But really, like my biggest thing right now is like I only stream uh for a few hours a day during the week. Sometimes I don't go live until sometimes like 2:30, and I stream to like 7 o'clock. And I'll get on there and just play video games with friends and talk to buds. That's really the biggest reason I stream right now is so that people will come by and hang out with me and chat and it's basically my open forum for the day for people to come by. And if you're bored, you need somebody to talk to or want somebody to talk to, and it's about anything. If it's important stuff, it's like personal stuff, feel free. If you just want to come in there and shoot the shit about just regular life, uh have fun, tell jokes, be silly, it's a good place for it. And I know that's kind of like the basis of a lot of people's chats these days. Like, oh, we just want to have a fun environment where people can come hang out and be friends and talk. I get that. But like honestly, that's really all I want. Is just people to come by and hang out and have a place that they can come and hang out with friends and just and have fun.
Killer
I have a lot of fun.
McGillicuddy, our guest here in the Sure Spotlight. You're right. A lot of people do use the same thing. Everybody just wants a place to hang out. You know what? I want a place where you guys just yell at me the whole time. Just yell. Just call me names the whole time. Killer McGillicuddy, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. How is hanging out on Twitch and streaming helped you in your personal life? I know you've gone through some rough times recently. How's it? How's it helped out? Has it helped out at all? Has it been great to have all these friends, to hang out with every single day? Has it harmed it? Like what how has Twitch affected you?
Well, if I can go back to well before like the last 6 months, I would say that Twitch actually did a lot for me, even as far as probably saving my life. Because in 2015 and the beginning of 2016, I was in a real bad way. Just my mental health was at probably its lowest that it had ever been. I really didn't have a direction in life. I've been retired from my career for uh, a little over 5 years. I'm a retired restaurateur. I used to, be a chef or a cook or whatever you want to call it these days. I've never had actual training to be a chef, so I guess I can't call myself that. But nonetheless, I have owned my own restaurants and been an executive chef in my own restaurants. And I closed my last place down in 2013, and I've kind of just been floating through life since then. So I'm kind of like in this transitional period, but at the same time, like I needed some to like I'm more worried about my physical health right now and my mental health than I am about my financial well-being. My financial well-being is fine, like I'm not hurting, but I do want to really work on me as a person. Um, the last 5 or 6 years, I've kind of floated and trying to just kind of survive. I made a lot of friends on Twitch. I made a lot of really great friends. Honestly, damn it to hell, he and I are best friends, even outside of Twitch. Even if he or I were to just one day just never stream again, I have full confidence that he and I would still speak every day. And there are other friends that I have like that I've met through Twitch, like Infamous One, Lars, people that I talk to every day, as often as I can, and we talk about things, just real life stuff. So I've made a lot of friends on Twitch. I've made a lot of associates on Twitch. Uh, Guardian Con is the thing that I look forward to most every year because I get to see so many friends that I don't get a chance to see on a regular basis. I get to hang out with them, like seeing being able to meet CC in person this year. Concerto Chick was
So awesome.
amazing.
So awesome.
Yeah,
She
absolutely
hugged me
amazing.
so tight she nearly choked me out.
She hit me like a linebacker, my dude. When she saw me Thursday night and ran up to me and gave me a hug, she literally almost knocked me on my feet. It was amazing.
She hugged me so tight. I felt a crack in my neck. And I'm like, well,
Yeah,
here it is. This is where we die, guys.
this
I'm
is
going to
the
die
end.
right in the bosom of Concerted Chick. Would have been a good way to
Mhm.
go out. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, for sure.
Would have been an all right way to go out. KillaMcGilacuty,
Um,
man. That warms my heart to hear all that, man. And I hope I had anything to do with that. And you had a lot of nice words to say to me at GC and last year and this year was great to hang out with you again. And to
this
see
was
you
really
attack
great.
that burger was just it'll be a memory that I'll never forget. I'll be 30 years from now going, back when I used to, back when I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'll only be 60 years old. Back when I used to stream, there was this crazy guy with long hair and a beard. We went to a burger place. He destroyed a burger in less than 10 minutes. Unbelievable. KillaMcGilacuty, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. What kind of restaurants did you run? Did you run like chain restaurant, or was it like
Nah, they
a
were all
mom
my,
and
my
pop kind of
own
place?
concepts. Yeah, my own concepts. But I mean, nothing really ever super popular. Mostly just Americana type
What
burger joints,
what
pizza
was your
places.
now we see why he had the skill for the burger. You had inside information. You know how to take that down.
Yeah, I've been doing food challenges and whatnot for many, many, many years.
So we're gonna
Um,
plan this for next year, guys, and we're gonna do this for next year. Next year, we're gonna do another. We're gonna do another food challenge with Killa.
mhm.
It's gonna be Killa's charity. I'll be there to help out because I also have another. I have a charity thing idea in mind as well. But I'm definitely gonna help Killa out. This is what Killa's gonna do, guys. He's gonna pick two places. You're gonna pick like a few places.
Yeah, the plan is I want to pick 3 places and have the community
Vote.
vote on where we'll do the challenge for 2020. I do need to figure out a way to incorporate charity in it sometime. I want to do it for St. Jude.
Easy,
Um,
easy. So Tiltify has an option. When you pick
mhm.
Tiltify, you can make a poll. You can make a poll in Tiltify, and for them to vote on the poll, they have to drop donations. So
Okay.
let's say let's go ahead and say Beth's Burger Bar again, which let's choose another place. But let's just say
Yeah.
Beth's Burger Bar, Jim's Pizza Shack, and and Bill's Burrito Palace. You know what I mean? We have those three places. If people want Bill's, they gotta put $5, vote for Bill. $5, vote for this place. So that's how they do it. And they could vote multiple times. So you could get people to kind of battle each other out. So that's kind of what you do it. It's like you want Killer to eat at Bill's Burrito Shack, drop a donation and drop a donation on Bill's. And the good thing is people can vote over and over again. And
Sure.
the more they vote, the more money you raise. So I think it's awesome, and I'll definitely be there. You guys want to go to now? Everybody wants to go to Bill's Burrito Palace. Um, so that's what we're. I think it's a great idea, and I'm here to. I'll be here to help you out, Killa, and I think it's freaking awesome. And but next year, I want to see I want to see like you wearing like medium shirts though.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see about that. I definitely don't intend to stop losing any weight anytime soon. Um, I've been considering changing the diet a little bit, and uh, like because keto. The thing about keto is you have to eat it's like 70% of your intake has to be fat.
Yeah.
And then like 20% is protein and 10% carbs, and you can adjust that.
How much
I usually
avocados are you eating right now?
Uh, I really like avocados. I haven't had a lot of them lately, but I really do enjoy them. Like they're really easy uh, most people can't just like cut an avocado open, scoop out the meat, and eat it like just straight up. I personally like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just a touch of olive oil on it.
That's what I had for.
Makes
That's what I had yesterday for a snack. I had a Haas avocado here. Cut it.
mhm.
I cut it open, took the little seed out, scooped them out, put some salt, put some oil, and I had that bad boy. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. A little MCT oil in the morning with your coffee. If you can stand oily coffee, I can personally. I'll just eat a couple of teaspoons of oil of the MCT oil and not put it in my coffee and just use usually like a little bit of heavy cream because there's no carbs in it.
What I do is I have stevia in the morning or stevia.
Stevia is fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
what I have. So I don't have any sugar. I have my coffee in the morning with some stevia in it. This is what I've been doing. I've been I'll eat something. If I have any sugars, it's first meal of the day is where I have
Mm.
my sugars. Like so, I had a bowl of cereal with a coffee, and then my breakfast this morning was scrambled eggs with spinach and sausage.
That sounds good.
My lunch right now is, and if I have any carbs, I only have it at noon. That's my carbs is at noon. The rest of the day, I load up. Like last night, my wife loaded up my plate with a ton of veggies, and I'm not a big veggie fan, but I'm sitting there going, I think about a buddy of mine, actually an old coworker of mine, who's gung ho about his diet. He eats like prison food. Is basically what this guy eats. It looks super sad. I'm like,
Wow.
bro, that food looks disgusting. That food looks disgusting. And he's like, I eat this food because of what? Because of the goals. I don't eat this food. He's like, I don't eat this food because because I don't eat food for satisfaction. I eat food because I have a goal. I have a
Mhm.
goal in mind, and this food is what's gonna get me there. And I'm like, God damn it, he's right. So that's
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that if I may. Kind of go off on a small tangent here about food. Like there was a time, even before I started losing weight this time, that I was even bigger than I was. When I started losing weight this time, I was 330. In my 20s, in my mid 20s, I weighed 425,
oof,
and
yes.
I lost 100 pounds simply cutting out Mountain Dew and Little Debbie cakes. Literally 100 pounds lost just by reducing my sugar intake by probably 90%. Um, and
Are you doing
then,
any workouts right
Element
now?
3000.
well, I just joined the gym about a month ago, and about 3 months ago, I injured my left big toe. It's kind of weird, like but the injury was such as that I can't really be on my feet for like more than like a few thousand steps a day while it heals, because of my diabetes that I've been diabetic for a while too, type 2 fat boy diabetes. And the wounds don't really heal up as easily as they used to. So as soon as that is done healing, which it's just about there after about 3 months of waiting, um, I'll be able to be on my feet more often. So I'll get back to walking and get back in the gym. And it's kind of like this is kind of like phase two of the KillaMcGilacuty uh, get sexy plan.
The
We've lost
KillaMcGillacuty cinematic universe.
right exactly.
The
We
KCU.
we've lost 60 something pounds and uh, now it's time to lose the last 40, and at the same time, uh, like really, besides the weight loss, like my biggest thing is cardio right now. Like I really want to get my heart back healthy. Um, I've I've had some heart problems in the last, let's say, 10 years, and I've had some pretty serious ones from 2012 to 2016. But as it is now, my heart is back to regular function. It's where uh, it's working at its full capacity.
That's freaking great, man.
So that's definitely great. I'm definitely trying to like my big thing right now, with the move and kind of restarting my life and things like that is like I've got a unique opportunity to really focus on making myself the best KillaMcGilacuty I could possibly be, not just for everyone else, but first and foremost for myself. Because if I can't be the best me that I can be for me, then I cannot be the best me that I can be for anybody else in this life. So my goal, my current purpose in life right now is to take this KillaMcGillacuty, this Mike, and make him, you know, so much better than he used to be. And this is coming from a guy that used to spend hours a day in a gym, but at the same time, I ate sometimes upwards of 6, 7, even 10,000 calories a day.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, like
That's
I would
Michael.
eat five
That's
times a
Michael
day.
Phelps range there, man.
Yeah, except for Michael Phelps was burning,
Yeah, except Michael Phelps was
8,000
swimming
calories.
80 million miles a day in a pool.
Exactly, and that wasn't me. But the intent now the plan is to I've gone from eating easily 3,000 calorie meals, and that's an entire meal, 3,000, 4,000 calories, down to I've only eaten between 15 and 2,000 calories a day. I've had to change my entire viewpoint on food. Like everything that I thought was true about food, I had to change it because if I didn't, like I literally got to the point where like, yo, if you don't do this, you are going to die, and you
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yep.
So it's definitely time to like tighten up. Like I have lived my life. I have eaten just about anything I've ever wanted to, as much as I wanted to, whenever I wanted to, for as long as I can remember. And it's time to calm the hell down and just do what I got to do to survive and make myself a better person, and then get to the point where you know what you can have this cheesecake, but don't eat the whole damn thing.
Don't eat the whole
You can
sampler pack.
right. You can have a burger, but don't eat four of them. I really have done a lot.
Just one time, eat 4 burgers once a year. That's it.
Yeah, that's the food challenge thing. I am definitely down. I cannot wait. And there are so many people that have come forward just already this year in the less than a month that has been since we did the best burger bar challenge, that have come up and said, "Hey, I really want to participate next year." And I'm like, "Well, then just
We're gonna
just
have an entry
stay
fee. You're gonna
tuned."
have to donate $25 to KillaMcGillacuty's St. Jude charity. Yeah, man, let's do it. Get it in there, man. Listen,
Yeah.
I am not gonna front. I got close to $3 at one point, doing streaming, and streaming
Mhm.
is a really unhealthy lifestyle. It really is, and a lot of people resist. Now I started doing I did CrossFit last year, and I plan on getting back to CrossFit in January once my wife has had the baby and she's tightened up or whatever as they say,
Mhm.
and she's ready to go in January. Her and I are gonna join it because yeah, just like you, I finally have changed my whole viewpoint on food. I have. I would have lost more weight quicker doing CrossFit had it not been for the crappy eating. I would go to babe, you know what I mean, babe. Tighten up your midsection. She always thinks the dirtiest things.
I'm reminded of Mike Epps.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
if I should. I probably won't say that right now, but you know which bit I'm talking about.
Tighten up, boys. Yeah. Like what
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
do is I would go to CrossFit and I do an hour of CrossFit. I lose 1,000 calories doing CrossFit. My heart rate would be in the 130s up to 150s. It'd be great. And then
yeah.
I'd go and have a freaking then I'd go and have a fucking a half-pound burger at one of my
Yeah.
favorite restaurants. So, yeah, I've had to change my attitude on food as well. And I think it's really important to see you doing this, to see Slimfamous doing this, Damn
Mhm.
It to Hell doing this. I'm on it. I'm on it right now, and it really is important to to see because streaming is very unhealthy. A lot of people sit in their chair for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day and don't do nothing and drink a bunch of freaking gamer crap,
Oof.
gamer drinks and shit. And and it's not healthy, man. And everybody talks
It's
about
not.
pizza and donuts and stuff. So I'm happy
Yeah,
for
it's
you, Killer, man. I'm happy.
so easy to just fall into the sentimental lifestyle, and I mean, this is coming from somebody who's dealt with blood clots in their legs and in their lungs. You don't want to deal with that. Get up, walk around every 2 hours. Get up for 5 minutes or something, and just take a few steps. Get your blood pumping. Everybody, just do it. Drink plenty of water. Take care of yourselves. Don't just eat junk. There are so many things that you can do as a streamer, as a somebody who spends a lot of time even just in a desk or at a sentimental sedimentary, excuse me, not sentimental, sedimentary job or lifestyle that you can do. Get up, get your blood pumping. If for some reason, like if you're in a situation like me where you can't really just be on your feet for a few hours a day until this problem I've got with my toe straightens up. I've got these 3 pound dumbbells, and if you just hold them and you just punch, even if you just any kind of thing to get your heart pumping, anything to get the blood moving through your body. You do this for 5 minutes, you're gonna raise your heart rate above 100. Trust and believe me, I'm telling you the truth because I do it a lot.
Yeah.
Anything, just get your heart moving, get the blood pumping, and get up, walk around, drink water. Uh, there's so many things. There are no excuses for anybody these days, and or the excuse comes, well, I'm just tired, I'm so weak, and I
You're
used to make the same
tired because you don't
excuses.
get up and walk around. That's why you're tired.
Exactly. That's why
Get
you're
up and
tired.
walk around, and you won't be tired. Oh, but I'm too tired. Well, get up and walk around more, and you'll have more energy.
Mhm.
It really is, man. It really is. You made a good point. It is 100% mind change of everything. You can just go to the gym and they say that's good enough, and I'll go to McDonald's and have me a
Mhm.
freaking Big Mac meal, and then you can't just be like, well, all I do is eat lettuce and then not work, and then not work out. It really is a mind change, a mindset. I told my wife like, getting healthy is physical, it's mental, it's
Mhm.
everything, and
You have to want it to. You have to not only do you have to want it, but you have to tell yourself every day, and really in more than every day, more like in every we are in control of our minds and our bodies, and it is our job as an individual to attend to our minds and our bodies and be present and be mindful of what's going on and to make those decisions. And it's not just with health, things like mental health, bad attitudes, depression, anxiety. Look, you talking to somebody right now is a poster child for depression and anxiety. Every year I have this seasonal uh depression that comes with like longer nighttime hours and things like that. Um, and for years I just thought, okay, well, that's just the way it is. These 5 months of the year I'm just gonna feel like crap, and that's just the way it is. No, uh, I got up. I decided to do something about it. I take an antidepressant. I try to occupy my mind and my thoughts. Um, I'm a lot happier today than I was even 6 months ago, 12 months ago. And a lot of people will tell you like, "Wow, Killer, I didn't know that things were that bad. I mean, I knew you struggled with depression, but I didn't realize that you felt as bad as you did." Yeah, absolutely, I did. But I was good at not showing that to everybody or anybody because for one, I want my stream to be a fun place and not a place where people come to hear me lament about
of
my
course,
issues, but more you can come to me with your problems and let me help you with what might be going on. Maybe you just need to hear the words of somebody experience. I'm almost 40 years old. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot, and I know a lot, and I can generally give some pretty decent advice. I mean, this is just not just me tooting my own horn, but if you ask any of my IRL friends, they'll tell you, Mike's the guy we go to when we need some
Toot
real
that horn, Killer.
honest
Toot it.
advice. And I'm proud to be able to say that. I'm proud to be able to say that that I care enough and I want to help people. I don't always have the perfect advice, and honestly, I don't know everything about every situation, but uh, I'm pretty smart and I'm pretty good at figuring things out, and I can generally uh, give somebody some good, at least something to think about while they make their decision.
Sacrifice and discipline is what I've been telling my wife. Sacrifice and discipline. Nothing that you want, nothing that's worth having is easy to get. I've sacrificed a lot
Absolutely.
recently. I've sacrificed a lot recently, and I'm working on my discipline. You know what's also helping me out? I'm doing the dishes now every single day. He said never do the freaking dishes. I let them pile up and pile up and pile up, but now there's a dish in there. I clean. I see something dirty. I pick it up, and that mindset also helps too. So,
Yeah,
Killer, man, you
absolutely.
said it all, dude. I'm here for you. For you, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
What
I'm being proud for you guys too, especially with kid number 2 on the way. That's going to be amazing for you
that's
guys.
another point of motivation. What got me a couple months back, what really hit me hard, and I knew it was time to change it up again, and this time go full force because I've done. There's been a whole bunch of times here on stream where I'm like, guys, I'm working out, guys, I'm working, and then I stop, and then I go back, and then I stop, and then I go back. What got me what got me a couple of months back was I was at home. It was a Sunday afternoon. It was
Mm.
a beautiful day. I was sitting on the recliner on my ass with the legs kicked up and a bag of chips. And who was next to me? My daughter, sharing those bag of chips with me, legs kicked up on a beautiful Sunday afternoon where we could have been outside playing and running around. It almost brought me to it almost brought me to tears because then I said, "Am I doing this to her?" Yes. I'm like, I'm doing this to her. She's sitting here on her butt, being lazy on a Sunday afternoon, eating chips with her dad because her dad's sitting here eating chips like a lazy ass. So, that's what I gotta do. I gotta get up and I gotta move around. I gotta have more energy. She has tons of energy. It's already there for her. So
Hmm.
I gotta get her up and I gotta get her off her butt. And I got another kid. I got another kid on his way who's a boy who's I'm gonna influence even more than that. So,
Yeah,
yep.
definitely. We are really the I'm look fortunately, and for reasons that I'll leave to whoever, if you want to ask me about them one day, fine. But for reasons that are my own, like it's probably best that I never actually father a child. However, um, I've been in relationships before where I was you know the father
The
figure, if
father
you will, or at
figure.
least, and it really is important that parents or parental units uh, set the best example they can for their kids, because I can remember, I can remember growing up and looking back at my own father, and seeing uh, his his habits and his ways, and like I always said, the last thing that I want to do is be like him.
Yeah.
And then in the last 5 or 6 years, I look back and like, wow, I've turned out a lot more like him than I really wanted to. So now that's where a lot of, especially the mental well-being and mental health um, wellness comes in with this journey that I'm on, because I don't want to be the guy, like, he's pretty cool, but he can be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's totally me, but I don't want to be that guy anymore. Like, the things that have defined me, as far as like to myself, like these are things that I'm trying to leave behind. These are things that I'm trying to change. There's a song, I cannot remember who in the world performed it. It's an older song, and it's actually something I have written on my Twitter profile. But it says, "If you want to be somebody else, change your mind." And that's pretty much been my mantra for the last 6 months. I'm trying to be a most people that know me, and especially on Twitch, I'm a nice guy. I'm easy to talk to. I'm relatable. I'm fun to talk to. I get along with people. But like in my regular real life, like I am not as easily um approachable. I'm not as
It's that beard and that long hair, man. You look like a 70s wrestler.
my ex used to say that I looked like Charles Manson. Like,
No way.
yeah, she would say that I looked like it specifically looked like Charles Manson, and then was it Sister Hazel? I think it might have been. Um, but yeah, but I mean then, but she's the only person that ever was like a psycho. Most people will say, "Wow, you really did wonders for yourself, growing the hair out long and growing the beard." So I'm kind of like, yeah, we'll we'll go with that one. We won't think
I
that
like the
I'm
one that
a
Bacon calls you. You look like some random guy we picked up outside a Pantera concert.
yeah, you would most likely find me outside of a
You
Pantera
pull up.
concert.
Hey, brother, you got any weed? Yeah, get in the
Yeah,
van.
yes, I do.
Yeah, man. And to go back to the point, my daughter doesn't know how to live life. She doesn't know how to go through life. So she looks to me and my wife to see it. We got her. She's a really good kid. She's
Hmm.
smart. She does good at school. Everybody loves her. But then when she gets home, instead of continuing to play, I was just sitting there on my ass, and she would sit on her ass, and all she wanted to do is be on her iPad watching TV. So I'm trying to change that up. Killa, dude, when's the next time you're gonna stream so people could come by and check you out, man?
I take Tuesdays off because I do a lot of modding on Tuesdays for the Borderlands channel when Damn It goes live over there at 2 o'clock. So from 2 o'clock till whenever he's done streaming tonight, whenever he finishes, I mod all that. I'm also usually in dot underscore CR's chat, modding for him as well as his new Chef Bud channel. Again, like I said, the Borderlands channel, I mod here. Mod for let's see, I mod for Rec, I mod for Infamous, and there are other communities out there. I normally wouldn't do this, and I certainly don't come in people's chats and say, "Hey, you looking for a mod?" But if you do need a mod and you need somebody you can trust and somebody who knows what they're doing, and is
KillaMcGilacuty is your
a
man.
fair
Seriously,
moderator,
he is.
come to me. I will do what I can to help you. I may not be able to be present uh, every stream, all stream, but while I'm there, I will definitely do what I can to keep your chat and community safe and fun. It's something that I really do believe in. It's something that I really do focus on. Twitch, like I said in the beginning, Twitch is amazing. It saved my life. It really did. And the people that I've met here and the friendships I've made, the relationships that I've formed, um, have really done wonders for my life. It's because of people like She Snaps, that I knew that I didn't have to live my life the way I was living it. That I really could change. It was people like Tidley who gave me the push that I needed to make the call to you really stop focusing on the things that you've done, stop focusing on the person you've been, stop focusing on the bad that you've performed in the last x amount of years, and start working towards making the next 30, the next 40 years something you can be proud of, something you can look back and say, you know what, the first 30 years of my life or so, the first 40 years of my life or so, I had fun. I did what I did what I could. I did what I knew to do. But now, the next however long I've got from here until eternity strikes, um, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it so much better, and I know that it starts every day, every moment with me being in the moment, present, mindful, and ready to do whatever I have to do for myself to make sure that I succeed. And
Oh,
that's not just in professional life, but that's just like regular ass life, like just every day a success. You didn't go out and eat half a cake. You didn't eat 4 cheeseburgers. You didn't eat 4,000 calories in Taco Bell. Good job.
also, go get yourself a Miata.
A Miata? Oh
Get your
God, I'm not fitting in any Miata.
Killer, I love you, man. Thanks for coming
I
on and
love
signing
you.
up for the spotlight. We're definitely going to do this again as we get closer to Guardian Con and we get ready for your, excuse me, GCX, and we get ready for money raising season. So thank you, man, and thank you again for everything you do, not only for me, but for Damn It to Hell, for Rec, for Borderlands, for Snaps, for Tiddly, for everybody out there that you help. You're everybody knows who KillaMcGilacuty is, and everybody loves you, man. And thank you for being on it. Thank you for just being you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to have this platform for a while and say some things. And hopefully, somebody out there heard what I had to say today, and it helps you make whatever decisions and whatever changes in your life. And if you need more motivation, if you need somebody to talk to about it, if you need just a sounding board, please. Uh, Discord DMs, Twitter DMs, my Twitch DMs are open. Feel free to hit me up, and I will help you in any way, shape, form I can. And if I can't personally help you, I can definitely point you in the direction of somebody who can.
As long as you reach one person, man, that's all that matters. Thanks, Killa.
My pleasure.
See you, man. There goes KillaMcGilacuty. Thank you so much, Killa, for being here. Again, make sure you follow Killa. He's also Killa